Hey, Megan.
Yeah, what's up, Cherish?
Oh, hey, have you heard about Anchor by Spotify?
No.
Well, geez, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. Anchor has tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer.
Whoa. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. And best of all, Anchor is totally free.
What?
Yeah.
When hosting on Anchor, you can also distribute your podcast on listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. Wow. You should download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
Sweet.
Thanks.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Bye. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Cherish, you're not gonna believe this.
What?
You know how I normally struggle with the D?
Yeah.
Diarrhea.
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're not gonna believe this. Today, I strangely had a very rare occurrence of something known as the C. Constipation.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I was sitting on the toilet straining, and even Stanley was kind of having a hard time wondering what was going on with me because I was really concerned that I might even rupture an internal hemorrhoid. And then I suddenly thought, what if I blow a blood vessel in my forehead or my eyeball? And it was very, very dramatic and painful.
Wow. Have you ever heard about colon broom?
Colon broom? No. Okay.
Let me just tell you a little bit about it, okay?
Okay.
It's organic, gluten-free, and vegan dietary fiber supplement. It cleanses your colon and helps create regular bowel movements, improving digestion and your gut health.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Whoa. Does colon broom also help boost energy and make you lose weight? Is it? Yeah. Does it help your weight goals become easy to reach? And is it keto and fasting friendly?
Yes, it is.
Whoa.
And if you use promo code WORSTDAY10, you can get $10 off and free shipping.
No way.
Whoa. You should probably get yourself some colon broom and fix that C problem you've got.
I agree.
Okay, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hi. Welcome to the worst day of my life. My name is Cherish.
I'm Megan.
I'm Kenny.
Oh, God.
Also known as...
Big Daddy, I guess.
Oh, my God. Big Daddy's here.
Yeah, it's
Look
great to be
at that.
here. Great to be here. Great that you ladies invited me on.
Hi, Big Daddy.
Hi, guys. I'm a little distracted right now. Some little gnat flew into my white wine spritzer.
Okay. Take your time.
Okay.
So, Megan's gonna laugh too much with Kenny in here.
All right.
We got it. No, you can laugh. I love it. How's it going?
Well, besides this gnat and my white wine spritzer, it's fine.
You need a penis straw.
I want to use the penis straw.
It has a subtle
I hate the penis
edge.
straw.
No, but I mean to get it out. Penis straws serve many
Well, the
purposes.
listeners can't see the penis straw, but Megan has a straw that resembles very much a penis.
They know.
They know. They're aware.
know.
That's
Okay.
like last week's news.
All right. Well, anyway, I don't like using it. And not because I'm a homophobe. It just makes me uncomfortable.
They're just really, I get it.
Yeah.
They're really small, and the balls on them are so weird looking, and they are so right there.
In your face?
Yeah, and the color of them is so gross too.
I like straws, and I don't want to think of straw as a penis that's coming at me every time now.
Oh my gosh, don't make me pee my pants.
And where the opening of the straw is at the head.
Yeah,
there,
and the fluid's coming through the little head thing, and I'm taking
grosses me out.
it's going down the gullet. It's just, I don't like it.
Yeah,
I'm not on board. We don't have to get rid of it.
No.
I just don't like to use it.
Not many can do it.
Hey, there's people out there that will, and even if it's not you guys,
Megan wants
there's
to
someone else out
market
there.
these.
This
I
is my merch.
I just don't want a spoon looking like a penis. My fork. I just don't like.
Well, then you don't
t-shirt
have to
color.
buy. You can buy something else. You can buy golden titties.
I don't know.
Or no, golden pussy. Oh
yeah.
Well, you can. You can. Well, we're actually doing. We're becoming roller derbies. Women. We're gonna join. We're gonna start the roller derby, and we're gonna be called Golden Pussy.
Cool.
Golden pussies.
Pussies.
What's your
Plural?
league? Where are you gonna play?
Somewhere between here in my house.
Okay. Cool.
North or South Bend.
roller derbies are made up of a team. With,
No, just us.
Just you two?
Yeah.
Against each other?
We're trying to
other?
lose 20 pounds.
And you came up with roller derby.
Roller skating
sounds
together.
like yeah. Well, we can do it on the
Well,
Walapa Trail in the South Bend.
We're gonna roller skate on
Uh-huh.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's smooth enough for that.
And then we'll just get matching T-shirts.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might start drawing the wrong kind of attention if we're doing. Are we gonna wear short, like Daisy Duke shorts?
Fuck no. Golden pussies on the back.
What's golden? Oh, that's the name of the roller derby team?
Yeah,
Yes.
but it originated because so Megan and I have been friends for many years now. At this point, 11 years, I think we decided.
No. Sorry, because I moved up here in 2009, like Sophie's birthday time.
Like 13 years.
But I met you like when you transferred over from the West Side location that you were at before. So that was like, I feel like that was a little bit more now.
So let's say that was 2010, which I bet it was.
Yes. I
So
think that sounds
2010,
more. Yes.
and now it's 2022. So that's 12 years. I said 11. Okay.
Well,
You've been friends for a long time.
So I'm going to cut all of this out, but we've been friends for 11 years. Okay.
What?
12. No, 12.
It was
12.
9 and 11 and a half and
12.
Okay.
We've been friends
12.
for about 12 years.
Okay.
But in that
Okay.
time, every time something like really special and wonderful happens to me, Megan likes to kind of jokingly blame it on my golden pussy. She says that I have a golden pussy.
she does.
Interesting.
So say back in
does.
my younger days when I was, a looker. No, just kidding.
You look great. Good time.
But some guy would make me this incredible fancy 5-course dinner or whatever, and I'd be telling Megan about it, and she'd be like, "Yeah, he's just taking care of the golden pussy or
golden
whatever."
pussy.
Yeah, the golden pussy
Guys can't get enough
gets
of
it again. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of been a long-standing joke between us. But one day, a couple years ago, after we moved out to the country, it was summertime, beautiful, summer day out in the country. Megan and I go for a walk to the river, as we often did back then.
Well, we can still do.
Right. And yes, we still do. We get there, and there's this kind of hill down to the river that's a little steep and sketchy, and yeah, but the listeners.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I'm talking to them too, so.
Oh yeah, but yeah.
So there's a hill down to the river that's
I'm really
kind of
interested where this is going. Yeah.
steep and sketchy, and she was down the hill a little bit from me, and I said, I'm just gonna find a place to pee over here. I was like, don't look backwards, I'm peeing. So I lift my stuff up, pull other stuff down, squat, and start peeing there out in the woods. And Megan turns around right after I say, I'm peeing, don't turn around. Of course, she turns around, and as she does, the sun peeks through from behind this tree or behind this cloud or whatever.
Yeah, it's coming. God is coming from the clouds.
The sun peeks through from behind this cloud, and this beam of sunshine shines right at me, and I'm covered. There's a frame timing of flowers all around me. And I'm sitting there squatted with the very first time Megan ever sees my vagina.
Oh, it's the first time Megan actually saw your golden
Ever,
pussy.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like this
Was it golden?
very...
It was. That's what we were saying.
Yes.
The
really
sun
do
was
have a
like
golden
beaming down, and it's like glistening. Because it was almost like that's partly why. Like, you know, somebody's like, "Don't turn around, I'm peeing," and then you're like, "What?" And then it's like,
And you were like,
but
just
I was like blinded
gobsmacked
by.
by what? Oh my God!
It truly was. It really was.
Wow.
It was like
magical golden pussy.
And so anyway, so
Yeah.
that was, we had a laugh over that.
We tried to record telling that story on the very first episode.
Oh,
but
when
we
it got didn't
record
ever.
anything.
We weren't actually recording.
Right. So Kenny,
Yes.
I'm curious to hear, what are we supposed to hear about the Kennedy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I referred to. Well, years ago, I was in Washington, D.C., working on this TV show, and the guy was driving a van full of camera equipment. He wanted to visit the Veterans Memorial in Washington, D.C., because his uncle, I think, or something, had died in Vietnam, so he wanted to see the plaque that was name on there. So he was doing that, trying to find that. I was kind of walking around, and I wanted to see the Kennedy flame, for John F. Kennedy. It just burns continuously. Mm-hmm. So I was just thinking around, walking up there, and I walk up to the flame, and I'm looking at it, thinking about whatever. Just taking it in. And all of a sudden, it's like this. I feel like I farted, but I felt like I shit my. When you shit your pants. And right when that happened, this whole school, this classroom of elementary kids, came up behind me because I was right up to the chain link and looking at it. And so I was standing behind me, and I'm just I was frozen, fight, flight, freeze,
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, I just shit my pants at the Kennedy Memorial in front of all these kids.
Were the kids butt height?
They were second grade or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and I just didn't want. I was like, I probably got this huge brown spot on my ass, and they can all see it and
Smell it for
smell
sure.
it, and it was kind of horrifying. And then I wanted them to leave so bad, but they wouldn't, and then I couldn't move because I didn't know what to do. And then they finally left, and I found the nearest restroom, which was probably, somewhere off, and then I went in. I was like, okay, check out the damage, and turns out I had not shit my pants.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I was like, how that? But I knew it. I knew I did, but I didn't. So I came back and I told my friend Press, who was looking for his, dead uncle's plaque. Right. I was like, this amazing thing just happened. And he's like, what? And I was like, well, I thought I shit my pants, but I didn't. Over at the Kennedy flame. And he's like, wow. I was like, there should be a name for that. When you're positive you shit your pants, but you didn't. So we came up with that and called it a Kennedy.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have use for the word Kennedy for personally.
Yeah.
It would be what's the opposite of it? But
Well, the opposite of Kennedy.
when you do shit your pants.
I think.
It's,
when you think you did, but you did.
That's a Lincoln.
That's just a regular
Lincoln. Yeah, no, when you think you shit your pants but you didn't, that's just a phantom.
That's just Tuesdays for me.
The use.
Business as usual.
Oh man, I love that story. That's what I was trying to remember that one night that you had told me in the yard. I was like, I wanted you to tell that story again. And then I couldn't, the following day, I could not remember what that story was until you brought it up this next time.
Yeah.
And I was glad you told it again. Because I was like, I could not remember that story. But I knew it was hilarious.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted you to tell me the story again. But I knew I wasn't going to remember, and I didn't. And then I'm so glad you brought it up.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the worst day of my life.
Yeah.
It was actually a good day.
I would like to know what the worst day of your life was.
When I went to a double feature, I saw Clerks 2 and Lady in the Water, that fucking awful M. Night Shyamalan movie. That was awful. That was the worst day of my life.
Okay, got it.
Well, you're pretty lucky then.
I've lived a charmed life, I
Yeah.
guess. Yes.
Yeah.
You just phantom shat yourself, but you didn't actually.
I didn't actually. So it was a good day.
Yeah.
It was a win.
Good job.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
The doctor did tell him he's a very happy guy.
Oh,
Well,
good.
yeah, they've had me
He
fill-
diagnosed you happy?
Well, I don't think he's a psychiatrist. It's just like he had to fill out this stuff, like, because I'm turning 40, so I'd fill out all this, like, what do you do? What's this? What's that?
And what's your butthole like?
What's my butthole like?
He's not ready to get to your butthole yet.
Yeah, I put in a smiley face for the
Yeah.
He's like, you're very happy. No, but he's like, yeah, I was just like, are you sad this much? Are you this much? Do you have suicidal thoughts? I was like, no. Well, I kept saying,
Well, you kept saying,
no,
yeah.
not really.
No, you kept,
I
but
don't
not
know.
really.
Well, maybe once or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, but like, no, I'm not like,
Yeah.
I'm not bummed out. I'm
But
rock and roll hoochie coo.
yeah, but because he got like basically all zeros on like the mental health evaluation sheet, he made
nuts.
comment on the fact that he's like, wow, you must be a really happy guy. Oh,
Yeah.
Megan?
yeah.
Licking your microphone?
Flicking my wick. But no, but I think that's kind of a nice thing to say, I guess, to a patient. I would think,
Yeah. Well, better than, damn, you're really depressed.
You really must be a liar.
Your life
No
fucking
one's ever this happy.
Yeah. Come on, denial.
Yeah.
He
You are depressed. Suicidal.
Yeah, this indicates that you're depressed as fuck, and you're just really lying about
The worst bedside manner ever.
But he was really cool. I really liked that doctor. He actually lives out here in this area, I guess.
Yeah, he seemed like, all right, had a southern accent, too.
Yeah.
Which I think everything, a doctor breaking something to you in a southern accent, I think would be better, like.
Yeah.
I just think it's weird that people, like, immigrate here.
Well,
I just wouldn't expect
I
it.
did, but
I know.
But it was basically for family, reasons and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't know, because the living situation is really expensive, and there's not much available. But I don't know, it is nice. It's like live by the ocean, and it's a nice community, nice area. But yeah, I'm always curious, why the fuck did you move here?
Well, I was that person.
You are here, yeah. I was the reason. Yeah,
It's nice. It's super.
Yeah.
I wish I could move out here, actually.
Yeah.
But we're stuck where we're at for a while, which is fine.
Who lives there? It's like.
Yeah.
Well, I would guess that it's probably like families that have lived there for a long time or something, like generations.
Mostly,
or something.
yeah. Everyone except us, pretty much. Yeah. But what brought us out there was just the housing prices.
Yeah.
And
I love
Patrick,
your guys' place.
Patrick wanting property. He
Yeah.
really wanted property.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could do without it. I'd be fine without it, but he wants like a lot of space.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's what I was going to talk about. Today, Patrick was so upset. So he has been needing a new battery for his lawnmower.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he was talking about that.
Yeah, so he's such a fucking grandpa about the lawn this morning when I was like, yeah, you can go mow if you want. That's cool, He gets out there to mow and it starts pouring down rain and he's all upset and he's like, I need to cut the grass. I need to cut it. It's getting out of control. Everyone else in the neighborhood has cut their grass. I'm the only one without their grass cut. Like, it's like embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's a very guy thing. It's like, you don't want your lawn, you got to take care of it. You can't
They talk shit to each other about their lawns. Like, it's so weird.
What's your property or the house? It's like, how's that? Like, grass get a little long there, pal. Well, I was gonna do it. Shut up. Yeah, it's and everyone can see it too. So it's
Yeah, it's a
quite pride.
Exactly,
Yeah.
and he's upset right now. And then as soon as Sophie and I left, which now he's hanging out with Scout, but it got all sunny, so he's like,
nice.
he's all upset. But it would still be wet. Whatever.
Well,
Yeah.
can't he just take her on the lawnmower?
That's
He put some headphones on her.
Yeah.
Put some big
We have some of
headphones on
those.
her, and then she'd probably like it.
She probably would love it.
Yeah,
She's
I'd want to be riding on the tractor with my dad.
Do you take the baby on a motorcycle?
no. The last time I did that was when I was pregnant with her, and it was just real slow right around the block.
Yeah.
But no, I'm not going to do that for quite a few years. 5 or 6, I think, is when you can start.
I think there's videos of people on YouTube letting their baby steer the motorcycle going down the highway.
I mean, yeah, but
yeah,
not
not a smart thing to do. Not a very.
I don't like to fuck around with motorcycles.
Right.
A lot of people do, and that's a lot of people die
Yeah.
on motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's something that I take really, really, really seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like if for example, the other day I was planning on riding my motorcycle and we like got it all out and ready and I was like, did a few other things and then was gonna get ready to do it and I just felt really tired and just kind of shitty.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm not going to. Like I don't risk even feeling tired and driving it. Like I want to feel my absolute best and be on point because you have to. It's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like your dad really instilled that in you,
Yeah. My dad is the best teacher of like that kind of stuff. Like, well, my first experience really with riding any kind of vehicle like that in traffic was a 50cc scooter that I had when I lived in Seattle, which had one gear. Top speed was like 30, and that's like downhill, like going as fast as you can, but it's just like...
Sounds like so much fun.
It was, and you don't have to have a special motorcycle license or anything. You don't have to take a motorcycle class. You can just do it. So I just did it. And no one there uses blinkers, checks blind spots, gives one single fuck about if they kill you or not. They just go, get out of my way. So I learned a lot of that way, of just like assuming everyone's going to kill you. That's a huge part of riding a motorcycle.
Reaction time and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys should sit close together so that we can talk.
Hello.
Relaxed way.
Hello.
Yeah, talk right into her.
Oh, I
voice.
thought.
Yeah,
Well, I
nice.
thought. I thought he.
Well, I know, but he's more relaxed now.
Oh, are you?
I guess so.
But
Well, I feel now I'm too close.
But
too close.
It's
Like get a room.
but when I first decided that I wanted to get my motorcycle license, my dad took me out to a parking lot and had me do, drills and stuff of just like going as fast as you can, slamming on your brakes, like swerving, doing everything that you have to know how to do.
Yeah.
Because
Okay, so
deer
emergency.
run out in front of you.
Yes.
And
I would have to think that would happen.
yeah, I've had that happen.
Oh,
and
it's
it's
so scary. Yeah.
scary.
I
Yeah.
can imagine. Yeah, it would be
Because it
just like car or ATV or something.
I had a patient at the physical therapy place that I worked at, but he went through a deer
Oh gosh.
on a Harley.
Cool. There's
Yeah.
Like went straight through it.
Oh god.
No, I mean he got hurt bad too. He crashed and did all that, but he went through it as
the
well,
deer?
through the guts, and there was
Wow.
just blood and shit and everything all over him and all over his motorcycle. He drove right
Dang.
through him.
Oh, that sounds brutal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Harley going just to take it going right through a deer. Like, isn't that what kind of like you have to brag about that, right?
Well, you.
Yeah, but he
but
got
it's
hurt
caused
really
a lot
bad
of
from
physical
it too.
pain.
Yeah.
though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
But you
totally
would
cool.
probably be talking about it because
He
is
told me about
constantly,
it.
Yeah, constantly reminded of it. You
Yeah,
know? It's
he
not like
told
you
me about
forget
it. He still rides. He's still, but yeah, I'm a safety nerd about motorcycles. I do not fuck around with that shit. I don't ride on the freeway. I've ridden on the freeway a handful of times, and that's it. I take back highways. I don't trust anybody.
Yeah.
The very first time I rode on the freeway, I was like, okay, I'm just going to do it. It's going to save so much time. Like, I need to get where I'm going. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to go on the freeway. No big deal. I get on the on-ramp and I get up to speed and I'm going and I'm like, okay, great. This is cool. A fucking spider starts crawling down my forehead and onto my nose, right past my eye, and I was just holding my breath. I'm going like 60, which is fast for me. Like I'm small. Well, I was small, and like going that fast, your body, like, it feels like you're getting lifted off the motorcycle. Like it's fast.
Yeah.
And I if I react to that, like, I'm for sure gonna lose control. So I just had to, like, hold it the fuck together until I got to the next exit.
gosh,
And I
no
pulled
way.
over and ripped the helmet off my head and just started screaming and ripped that thing out. It was huge, too.
Oh,
It was like
God, that's so
those
horrible.
spiders that we had in that brown house that you and I lived in. Those,
no.
like, hobo spiders that are brown and just, like...
Those hobo
They're-
spiders are gnarly.
How big is that? What do you say?
I don't know, like 2 inches around with his leg.
Yeah.
Like,
Yikes.
They're big and they're...
with their legs around.
I've never been that close to one before, but that was terrible.
Oh God. Those hobo spiders like that. When I lived in the basement at the house on the Marengo Roadhouse, like I had woken up and I saw one of those like on the wall and it was huge, and it bit me in my neck. Yeah, it bit me in my neck, and like if it gets infected, your skin like starts necrosing.
Yeah,
because they have like a bacteria in their mouth, or well, whatever their little. I forget. Like going back to like science class, whatever
Mandible?
that fuck their little
They're little cromchers.
things,
Face things.
fang things. I don't
Yeah,
know.
fangs.
Whatever. Yeah,
Fangs.
Those. Okay. Anyhow, but it has like I think a bacteria on it. I can't remember precisely, but if that gets infected, like if you react differently to it, it's just your skin starts like eating away.
That's what fucking happened to me when the garbage cat, Mr. Pickles, bit me on the hand.
Oh, yes. That's like one of the worst things that could happen to a person is to be getting bit by a cat.
Yeah. He was like he came with the house that we live in, and he was totally chill, and he walked up to me and was just purring and like walking around my legs and stuff, and I was petting him, and he's just purring, totally happy, and then just turns his head and just bites into my hand as hard as he can. And I could not get him off. Like, he was, like, in there. And I, like, pulled his little face off and never fed him again.
What was his name? Mr. Wiggles?
Mr. Pickles.
He was a dick. Mr.
He
Pickles was
sucked.
a dick.
Yeah.
And then Dave had to start feeding him after that because I refused to. I was like, fuck you, Mr. Pickles. You suck. But that thing on my hand got totally, like, infected and gross. And I'm good at, like, keeping that shit clean.
Yeah, you can't fuck with that.
There was pain, like, deep in, like, the tissues of my hand. It sucked.
Yeah. When people used to get bit by cats, like, at work, they had to immediately go to the hospital because, like, my one coworker, she was like,
scratch fever.
Yeah. She's like, I'm not. She was refusing to go. So when I worked at the one out in like the country area, and she was just like, I'm not going to the hospital, and she like refused.
I didn't.
And then quickly, like, no, I'm not even saying like talking like just like we're not talking like days later. We're talking about like the same day. You could start seeing like the infection like moving up her arm. Like you could see it like going through her like vascular. I guess I don't know. Goes through your vascular system, I think, the infection. And I mean, you get sick fast.
Oh my
and like
God.
you can totally go into like sepsis, I think, and all kinds of things if that infection like goes just like takes over.
Yes, that happened to a friend of mine. She, I think, got sepsis from a cat bite.
Yeah,
go to the
sepsis
hospital.
is gnarly, and like it can be really deadly. Quickly. It's not anything to fuck with. Neither is like MRSA or any of that kind of like
So
like
gross.
staph. Gnarly.
Being a medical assistant for a while at that, at that orthopedic place and at the podiatry place, I saw some pretty disgusting shit all the time.
Exactly.
And I had to deal with some disgusting shit. I had to smell some disgusting shit. But the thing that gets me is infection. Pus.
Oh, yeah.
I cannot handle it well.
Not down with the pus.
No. Like, I can deal with blood and guts and shit and vomit and, whatever. But pus...
Pus is pretty gnarly.
It has a certain smell.
Yeah.
And, like, I just have... this one day that I was working at the orthopedic place, this woman came in and she was, like, a drug seeker. To the point where she would shove dirty things into her wounds to get them infected, to get the pain, to get the surgery, even to get the pain meds.
Was she a little off?
a little bit, probably needed a
It's
little
so
bit of
fucked
mental
up that
health
they are
care.
just keep,
But-
prescribing that or keep
But the
letting
woman's
that go on.
The woman's leg was dying. Like,
Oh God, it's horrible.
and she ended up having to have a below knee amputation, which is just right there, boom, gone.
Yeah.
And I scheduled the surgery and everything. And when she came back, I went to like take her stitches out and like unwrapped it. And it was the most infected thing I've ever seen in my entire life. And I had to hold back a gag for just a moment. And I was like, I'll be right back. And I had to go to the bathroom and vomit.
Yeah.
It was terrible. And I told somebody, I was like, I'm so sorry. You got to go in there.
Well, you kept
can't
up your
do the
professionalism.
infection.
You didn't like barf all over her gross leg.
No, I've never. And I was always good about that, especially
Yeah.
like at the foot clinic.
Oh yeah, I imagine
They have surgeries and they have to stay in the same cast or the same boot or whatever,
Months?
for like 6 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever. So by the time it gets to you,
That's
it
a
smells
stanky
like
ass foot.
yeah. Imagine wearing a sock
for like a month.
for
Yeah.
6 weeks. What that sock would smell like, but and they can't wash it. They can't do anything. So every time you take those people's stitches out or you take a cast off of them or whatever, like it smells bad. And I am sensitive to smells.
Did they give you like anything to rub under your nose or like
No, but that's
clothespin or anything?
genius.
Yeah.
And now, I mean, everybody probably wears masks, which would help a lot.
yeah,
I wasn't
yeah.
wearing masks at this time. This was a long time ago, but everybody's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It smells so bad." And I'm just like, "No, it's totally fine. What are you talking about? I don't even smell anything." And then I go out in the hallway and fucking gross. Yeah, I am not made for that kind of work.
Well, at least you know that, and you did
Yeah.
something different. You didn't just stay there and torture yourself through it. When you knew that wasn't where you could be of best help.
I know,
Girls.
even after, when Dr. Kelly bought that practice, she was like, "Will you please come be my medical assistant?" I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
Nope.
Not to change
Feet
the
are
subject,
gross.
but have you guys thought about like T-shirts, slogans, that kind of stuff? Like,
Yeah, we talked about it briefly on the last
I'm
episode.
thinking, "Fuck off, Mr. Pickles" would be a good T-shirt.
Yeah, that's a great one with a
Okay.
Mr. Pickles. What did he look like?
And just like a hand,
just like
attached to,
a gray,
Yeah, yeah.
a gray, shaggy, shitty cat, garbage cat, barn
I
cat.
just like "Fuck off, Mr. Pickles" would be a great
Yeah,
slogan.
I like that. Okay.
I have to take the chicken out of the oven.
All right.
okay.
Be back.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yes.
Thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, thanks for joining us.
Of course.
Yes.
We'll have you
Thanks
back
for making
more.
dinner.
Yeah.
No problem. All right.
I
Bye
love
bye.
how every time we record, we just have men making us dinner. Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've made plenty of dinners for men, but I'm just also glad Kenny likes to cook because I like to cook too. But it's just usually like I really like what he cooks.
Yeah.
And I know he likes what I cook too, but like he just makes some good like his omelets and stuff. He makes like stellar omelets. They're just like they're like aesthetically pleasing.
I know, I saw one sitting on the counter when I got here today.
It was really sad because he brought that to me like probably at like 11 or even maybe earlier than that. And as we know,
And I showed up at 3:30 or 4 or something like that, and it was still sitting on the counter.
Yeah, well, I woke up rather late today, like I'm ashamed to say 1:30 p.m., but it was my day off, and we stayed up very late last night doing whisper karaoke, which was, as you heard, that was the one loud song that happened.
I was going to say that was not fucking whispering.
But-
I watched the video.
Yeah, but I think we established that the upstairs neighbors weren't there. Like, I never heard them walking around. I don't think she's there very often.
Okay.
Because
I
don't
would
see her
hope not.
No, I don't see her car parked out there very often, and I don't hear her walking
That's
around.
a good indicator.
Yeah, but we just take it. We still take it. You know, we don't take it too far,
Yeah.
but we still we kind of pretty sure she's not up there, and we figured if she was and she was unhappy about it, she'd probably do like a
You should pass her a note and say like, "Hey,
Yeah.
if we're ever loud in your home, here's our phone number."
Yeah,
that would be
well-
the nice neighborly thing.
Well, I
to
think
do.
Kenny. I think he was gonna go up there to ask her like one day, and I don't know if he ever did, but I don't know. She just doesn't seem here very often. Because she also has a son, and I don't hear him. Like, usually I hear if there's a kid.
Child?
Yeah. Like,
sure.
So if I'm not hearing him.
The stomp steps.
So there's just very seldom, it sounds definitely like they're up there. Like, when they're up there, you know. Because they still do footsteps like the old neighbors.
Right.
But it's not like, it's like, you know, terrifying. Angry? Yeah, it's very like what you would expect like footsteps when you're walking through a house would sound. Yeah. Sometimes I know. Yeah, I think he wheels in an office chair sometimes, like up in the dining room. But that's even okay. Like he's just like maybe like rolling back and forth kind of thing. Like I can hear it's like wheels above my head.
Yeah, but those old neighbors were a nightmare.
Oh my gosh.
That was the loudest, scariest, shakiest. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, new neighbors are definitely great. But yeah, we should probably definitely just to be like for sure make sure that they're not there. But I really don't think they are. I thought that was like a whole really big long tangent about how
it's okay. I'll cut it down.
But you don't hear them right now. Like we haven't heard them. So like I
silent.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this little list you have here.
Oh yeah.
I want to save this stuff for like a Halloween episode if we ever make it that long.
I don't know about that. I made this like I think even before like we went and picked up Kramer.
Really?
Yeah, because this is like the notebook like that I've written things in about the goats.
Good. I'm glad you found this.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
oh my god, those goat instructions.
I know.
We have to talk.
I took it like so seriously too. I was like breaking down their little weights and stuff, but I miss those goats. But it's okay. They're in a better place.
Yeah.
But, you know.
We never talked about the goats, and I posted a picture of us with Norm in the back seat of your car.
I'm so glad to know that girl still has Normie.
Yeah. When Megan first came out to live with us out at the farm, she wasn't working for a little bit, and was like, I want to get some goats. And we said, hey, we've got this barn, we got the space, we got this field that we don't want to mow, so go for it. So the goat that we found, Megan found.
Normie.
His name was Norm.
Well, Norman, but
Norman.
We'd call him Normie. A Norm.
Yeah.
We'd call him any version of Norman.
Yeah. Norman. Old Storm and Norman.
Yeah. Poor buddy.
He's the handsomest, sweetest little guy.
Yeah, he really was. He really had a special little character about him. Oh my god, and when he'd run and his ears and his stomach was like flopping.
Ears. Oh, and he was so excited every time you talked to him. He'd just be like from the house, "Hey Norm."
I bet the neighbors don't miss their sounds.
They liked him.
Oh, they did?
Yeah,
okay.
They liked him too.
I guess it is country area.
But when we went to go get Norman, it was in Central Oregon?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
That far?
It really was like, really 6 or 7. Was it like 6 or 7 hours away?
It was a nice long drive, and it was a lot of fun. And when we got there, I remember I texted Patrick the address, and I was like, just in case anything happens to us. And then that sweet little old lady came out of the house, and I was like, oh, never mind. She's not going to murder us. It's cool.
I love that lady.
Amazing. So she introduces us to Norman and all of his siblings and his mom and his aunt and all of these beautiful goats that she has. She has this whole herd of goats on this amazing property.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so pretty out there. I'd kill for that piece of property. It's gorgeous. But, the pregnant one. Oh my God. I love her so much.
I know.
She's so sweet. But,
Tulip.
We just hung out with these goats all day, and she schooled us on everything about goat care and goat like maintenance and health and all of their the weird minerals you have to feed them and all this stuff. Like, I thought you just kind of throw a goat in a field and they're fine, they'll eat whatever. It's more complicated than that.
Way complicated.
Way.
Yeah, with their like that calcium to phosphorus ratio you have to add to their water, because then otherwise they get those like stones.
Yeah, and all the crazy vitamins and stuff that you have to have on hand just in case certain things happen. You have to really watch their every move.
They get like coccidia really easily.
Yep.
And then they, if you don't keep up with their hoof care, like that gets out of control, especially in Washington with like the moisture in the ground, with like so much rain.
Yeah.
To like trim those hooves, and you have to like really have the right setup for that instead of just putting Norman and Kramer on their backs and making Patrick stand over, like squeezing his legs over his their outstretched legs so they have to wear a mask.
The goat wore a mask over his eyes?
I'd
Like an
have
eye
to
mask?
put a mask over their eyes because it makes them feel less threatened if they can't see, to get them to lay on their back and not be freaking out. But you have to roll them over, and then they kept getting heavier and heavier, and like over 100 pounds. It's like getting their big fat bodies like a roll over, and then and I'm like, Patrick, I'd have to get him to help me, like squeeze over their top leg area so I could just hold their feet up in the air so I could trim their hooves.
God. And this woman
super complicated.
This woman had this like great little setup. She had this metal device.
What you need.
Right. That they like walk up onto, and then they like put their head in a thing, and then you feed them stuff while you trim their hooves.
Yeah.
And they're just perfectly happy and let you do it.
Right.
But she ended up like making us dinner.
Yeah,
and
she was so nice.
We stayed and had dinner, and she
Wine.
Everything. They were just like, they were so sweet. And then the next day we came back. We stayed at a hotel. Next day we came back to pick up Norman and bring him home, which is again a 7-hour drive with a goat in an SUV in a Toyota Highlander. So our plan was, what kind of thing did we have in the back? So we had like a tarp, and then like a layer of straw, and then like two tarps, and then a layer of straw.
Yeah, and we got the the potty pads. That was in the mix.
Yes, there was a layer of potty pads,
and then more hay or something on top of those, or something like that.
Yeah, and then we also this wonderful woman. I can't remember her name.
Shannon.
Her name was Shannon as well. Okay. Yeah.
Shannons are cool ladies.
Shannon's rule. Okay.
Yeah, Shannon's rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, she gave us a Depends undergarment.
Oh, yeah.
Which we like disassembled and wrapped around the goat and then duct taped onto his goat body. Poor little guy. Poor little Norman. It didn't last very long.
He was so small, though.
He was so cute.
He really was. He really was. I was when I could actually just pick him up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he was a meat goat, so he got real heavy really fast.
Yeah.
But
we did save him from slaughter, though.
Yeah. So we drove the whole way home with him in the very back of the car, and it really went better than it, it went pretty well.
The first couple blocks, though, I was kind of like,
because you're just like screaming.
Yeah, like we're like taking him away from his family or his friends or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, "Mrr."
She's like introducing us. She's like, "This is what was his best friend's name?"
Oh gosh, that's right. Oh my gosh, what was that one's name?
They're all flowers.
Yeah, so cute.
Anyway, she was like, "This is his best friend, and they do everything together." And we just like rip him. This is his mom. This is his aunt, and we just like rip him away and put him in an SUV.
God,
bring him to Washington.
He did like it though in the end.
Yeah, and so we ended up having like a pretty good drive. It wasn't. I mean, he peed a bunch, and he, the Depends
like
undergarment
to be expected
came off. He shat, but it's like dry balls of goat poop. It's not like some disgusting diarrhea dog shit.
You can't smell it in there anymore.
Yeah, it was fine.
Or I don't think you ever really because we
we did good.
I think we could do goat transport in the future.
It went pretty well, and he was pretty happy. But she informed us that we can't just have one goat.
Right.
You gotta have more than one goat. Mm-hmm. So then it was suddenly like a mad dash because even him spending one night alone after being with all of his friends and family was like
Normie.
terrible to do to him because he's such
such a sweet little
they're
goat.
herd animals just like everything else basically on the farm. Like they gotta have a buddy.
Yeah.
Basically every
everybody
animal.
has. Well, yeah,
cats, dogs, even. It's nice to have a buddy. But anyway, so then we got in this mad search for Kramer.
Yeah.
You can talk about Kramer.
Oh,
I've been talking this whole time.
well, Kramer. Well, because I remember I was on the way to try to drive way far
For Timmy.
Yeah.
She found a goat named Timmy that was somewhere in eastern Washington, and you were freaking out on the way thinking about a bridge that you'd have to go over, or going over the pass.
I was all over everything.
Something was really scaring you. And meanwhile, I got a phone call from my dad, and he said, hey, are you guys still looking for a goat? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I was out. He was an electrical inspector back then. I was out inspecting this barn for these people, and they've got tons of goats, and they want to rehome some of them. And I was like, oh my God. She said she will give you a goat for free. Which you just paid a bunch of money for fancy-ass Norman. So then I was like, well, she's on her way to go get one from Eastern Washington, but I'm going to call her and find out. So just give me this lady's number, whatever. So I called you and I was like, hey, do you want a free goat? And I think you just kind of stopped and you're like, yes. Like,
I was already panicking.
Yeah. And this free goat was like 30 minutes south of where we live, and it's very easy to get there, and no bridges, no mountain passes. Yeah. So
nothing to make me feel like I'm having like heights problems. Like I'm at the edge of the universe.
Yes.
In every situation. Oh, it freaks me out so bad. But yeah, I'm so glad that you called. It was like, it was definitely a good timing because, so Kramer, because we went, that was like in the other direction towards the Mima Mounds. Yeah, so we went that direction, you and I, and then showed up on the property that your dad told us about, and then there were a lot of goats there.
There were a lot of goats,
and totally different kind of goat, like because I think that that type of goat is more like used to like drier terrain.
Yeah, so Norman was a boar goat, which is
they're from boar
Africa.
goats, or from a drier climate. But and then I think Kramer's like more of like a milking goat,
Switzerland or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, what was he called though?
Yes, gosh, hold on.
Take your time.
Yeah, it's gonna hurt my brain, but brain problems.
Let me see. Swiss dairy goat breeds. I got you, girl.
What is that?
Oberhasli.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
what Kramer was.
Oh my gosh.
Oberhasli. But we just you can tell how we picked him out from that group of goats.
Well, he was just like kind of he really did kind of like remind me of Kramer on Seinfeld in a way, like just his eyes and like I don't know, like something about him.
We'll put pictures of Norman and Kramer on Instagram.
But he was just definitely like more I think he had the most personality of all the goats there, and he was really interested in, I felt like he was really interested in knowing us.
Yes. He was, rubbing his head on us. He just, in love.
Yeah, I really did. I did feel the love. And that was why I was just like, this is our new goat buddy. I thought he would also be fun for Norm, because Normie's kind of more serious, funny, but in a more kind of, I don't know, just sort of like a more quiet, mischievous way.
Yes.
Whereas like Kramer is just sort of in your face. Like he's just like constantly like trying to like headbutt you
Yes.
or like do some like
We had to teach him
Yeah.
some manners for sure.
yeah, he's just kind of but he also still had his man parts. But that
Right.
was so weird. Like just
Yeah, how did you end up getting rid of his man parts? What? I remember there was a problem.
Yeah. Well, so
Norman was already neutered.
Yeah. But you have to kind of like hurry up and do it if you're going to if you're going to band them by getting those big giant rubber bands that you have to put up, and you have to put them in the right place over the balls, like above the balls. And then,
Right.
because if you don't, and it's like, it kind of like, I guess it just scars to the point where the balls just drop off and you find some weird ball sacks like, in your yard someday. But they're like kind of shriveled up because they just kind of shrivel up and die and fall off. But if you do it too high or something, it could just like fuck with their, like when they're growing, like it's just not, like it's not closed properly, I think. So you have to do it with right timing. And then you also have to have like some kind of special like penicillin, because obviously you're trying to like stave off any infection, happening. But they were out of penicillin injection for that at the time, because it was like, I think, that was during COVID time, right?
Before.
That was before?
It was in the before for.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I guess I totally could not remember for anything, like when that all. But anyway, for some reason, they had some kind of shortage for penicillin, and I couldn't get any. So I realized it's just not a good idea to try to do it at home. And plus, his balls were the largest size.
Big, yeah.
Yeah, of the, the bands it would take a lot of work to get the testicle through those bands, and I really did not want to do that as like an amateur goat owner myself.
Well, yeah, if it's tough to even hold him still for hoof trimming, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I just didn't want to fuck up anything with his those
because you can really hurt them.
Yeah, so I took him to the veterinary clinic. But that was even weirder. Their method of doing how they like kind of, I guess, castrate them is just cutting off the end of the ball sack. I mean, they put him under.
Right.
They cut off the tip of the ball sack, and then they just tie it up inside. They remove the testicles, and then they just kind of, or like sear it off or something. But you just let it drain with the ball sack wide open.
Yeah, I remember it being a gross,
and it
open,
looks gnarly.
Yeah.
It's just like some weird, like someone
sack.
took some gardening shears and just cut the end of your testicles or your balls off, and then you just had an open, gaping, ball sack sheath.
That's
or
so
whatever.
Weird.
I know. So it was almost like worse, but better for him.
Yeah.
But still just so gross.
Yeah.
Because it was bleeding like all over the yard for a while.
Cute.
Yeah. So it did help him to kind of stop humping Norm aggressively, because he kept trying to like just be like aggressively humping him all the time. And I was like, no way, bro. I mean, because Norm was pretty chill, but I also don't think he liked being like repeatedly
mounted. Yeah.
I think he was kind of just getting annoyed.
Yeah.
By it. So it's like, that's not cool if he feels pain, So I was, that's how that ended up happening.
Huh. Okay.
But it was the better option.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was not very expensive of what you would think, like, because dogs and cats are so much more expensive to, like, it was like, I think like $60 or something.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
And they were really nice.
Yeah.
Like, they're, I'm sure you got, like, they really loved him.
Yeah, that's definitely worth it. Instead of dealing with that banding stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I ever tell you about when I was little, we had cows. And my brother and I were playing around in the cow barn.
Yeah.
And there were these great big, like, bricks of salt, like salt lick, for them to get their minerals or whatever.
Yeah.
And my brother was like, do you know what this is? And I was like, what? And he's like, it's Pez. Like, it's candy. And I was like, no shit, really? Little tiny, I was probably like 3.
Gosh. Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, lick it. eat it. It's super good. And I was like, sweet, awesome.
Dick
He's like
move.
never lied to me before.
Yeah.
And I took a big, huge lick of it
Yeah.
and just immediately started like gagging and probably vomited all over the place. Fucking dick.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a below the belt.
He also like did the farting in the jar thing to me before farting in a jar was cool.
Wait, I don't even know about farting in a jar.
You don't?
No.
Oh, well.
What is farting in a jar?
Well, so my brother would take this big, tall, like 10-inch or so jar, glass jar with a screw-on lid, and he would unscrew it, fart in it, and then close it really fast. And do that over and over and over again for like a long time.
Yeah.
And then when the moment arose, the right moment, when I came around some corner or something, he would like scoop me up like behind my shoulders or whatever and open the jar in my face.
Ew.
Yeah.
Did you get pink eye?
No.
Well, that's good.
But it was terrible.
That's so horrible.
But no, what I was saying that before, it was cool that, have you seen that on the 90 Day Fiance, that chick who
Oh, yes.
became
who
a
sells-
millionaire?
Yes, by selling farts in a jar.
Yes.
Ah.
Let's do that for merch. $100 each.
Okay. Okay, sounds good.
But yours are way worse than mine.
Oh. Does that make it a higher priced item?
The cherished jars just smell like air, but yours smell like toxic waste.
Yeah. Or like oh my gosh.
Get one in every flavor.
Yeah.
We'll have a Kenny Patrick farts in a jar.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, yeah, Kenny's typically way more polite about farting in proximity than I am, especially at night. Because if I was trying to like be polite about my nighttime farting, I would be just constantly going to the kitchen or to the bathroom or somewhere to like
Patrick does.
be farting. But usually I think he tries to hold it until like the following morning and then just lets it like blast out.
Oh.
I think I may have talked about this before on
You just said he has trumpet.
yeah.
farts.
So I think because he's held it in for so long, it's like it comes out like every like all night long. I'm just like
Yeah,
but like
just letting him
sometimes it's like it's not doesn't come out as like smelling like roses like all the other times. It's like
will
smells like
do-
the rotting sewer.
Very respectful most of the time. He'll like walk up to the doorway and open the door, fart outside of it, and then close it. If it's really bad,
Yeah.
and if he, has the energy to. But he, his other favorite is like farting directly onto Sophie's door, like try to make it as loud as he can.
Yeah.
Because a fart against a flat surface just sounds so hilarious.
Oh, jeez.
So stupid. We're so
mature.
adults. I know.
Yeah, we're so
we're
mature.
somebody's parents.
Yeah.
Oh, the podcast where we talk about diarrhea and farts. Cool. This is what I'm doing with my spare time.
Hey, it could always be worse.
Right. This is what I aspired to do.
Well, I like the idea of like just having an account for our like friendship and experiences and stuff. Anyway,
And it like makes us get together.
Yeah.
And I always have so much fun. Like
Yeah. I think it's getting us to do other stuff too. Because now we have our Golden Pussy roller derby 2-person team. It's just gonna skate up and down the Willapa
Trail.
that trail.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that. And then we've got what else do we have?
Oh, Shannon might like to be on the roller derby team.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough to make friends out in the boonies.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's a lot easier here, you guys, than for me. Well, no. Yeah, there's a lot of cool people in my town too.
Yeah. absolutely. I really liked living when I lived there. I thought everybody was like really, like, you know, kind, friendly, low drama, you know,
Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah. So like, yeah. But like even the, you know, like the few, I guess, dramas that occurred while I was there, like the one we talked about, neighbors and stuff.
Yeah,
there
I
was
wanted
like
to...
hardly anything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Yeah, you were right about there being a baby involved in that one with
Yeah.
Patrick taking the gun away from that guy.
Yeah.
We talked about it, I don't know, a few episodes ago. But the guy that had the gun was in a fight with a guy that was holding a baby. And he tried to take a swing at the guy holding the baby, and Patrick grabbed the baby out of the guy's arms and, like, got the baby out of the fight.
Right.
And then gave the baby to somebody else and then took care of the situation. So, you were right.
Well, I just couldn't, I couldn't totally remember, but I thought that's what.
I can't totally remember anything. I've mistold so many of these stories, and I listened to it again, and I'm like, where did I say that? That's not right.
Well, let's not forget about when I thought I only was 67 degrees.
Your temperature is 67 degrees.
And I'm like, yeah, it was 67 to the highest of 72.
It's my thyroid. I told you, it's my thyroid. I'm really cold.
Well, it is my
I'm
thyroid.
a corpse.
But I'm so hoping that this like new doctor gets my thyroid under control. I do think like my thyroid's not doing the right thing right now.
Well, get that shit together.
I am, but it took like 3 months to get in there from when the last like doctor situation when she kind of like fucked my shit up. So that's why I was willing to wait 3 months to go over there for a doctor that wouldn't fuck up my shit.
Yeah, that's why I had to go to Seattle to get.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, that's the only option I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, medical things.
Just have to do some things. But she's an endocrinologist and not just like a MD. So it's like she'll do the right tests and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
like it's her specialty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally worth waiting for. But in the meantime,
yeah.
That 67-degree temperature.
No, I should have told her that. But she was very serious.
Oh, no.
She's very serious.
Oh, no.
And she just got back from, like, she's from Russia, and she just got back from there, and she's, like, very, it's like, it wouldn't be, you know, an appropriate doctor-patient scenario for me to be, like, ask her, you know, anything about that, or, you know, but I was kind of curious, like, because she just was there for, like, 3 months, and then just got back, but she was just very serious, which I liked that though, because I could tell she was like thorough and not, you know, but different from like my last endocrinologist where he was the one that told me that how he had to dig like a month-old tampon out of some woman's vagina.
I've heard a story like that from a doctor before too.
Yeah, yeah, he was really chill. And we would talk about, you know, I'd be honest with him, talk about, you know, like how much I was drinking and stuff. And he was saying, hey, you know, he's like, sometimes, you know, I drink too much and I can feel like my liver actually, you know, like reminding me like, whoa, like you drink. But he was like very honest and just very like chill bedside manner. And he'd make jokes and like was really totally polar opposite of the new doctor who I'm not going to be planning on making any jokes with. She's very serious.
Yeah.
But I guess she's really good. So why, you know, anyway, it also just takes long to get in with anybody any time of the year, you know, like specialist or whatever. So it's like takes a while. I'm so tired.
Okay. Let's stop.
Sorry. Oh God, I'm falling asleep at the wheel of life.
Well, thank you everybody thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Find us on your social mediums.
Yep.
We have a Facebook group, The Worst Day of My Life. We have Instagram, worstdayofmylife.podcast. You can send us emails.
This sounds so much different than our first recording, which of when we were talking about the our special anchor But we were like way more upbeat.
Oh, how much energy we had
we were
when
like
started recording
and then
today.
we was like, and now we're like, and then you can find us
a lot of recording today.
It's like I'm falling asleep yawning, and you're.
So you can email us at theworstdaypodcast@gmail.com. Send us all your stories about the worst day of your life. And just remember that it could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
And we'll see you next Tuesday. Goodbye.
Bye bye.